Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and it's finally time to do a new video of a tour of my little card room here. And you know, it's funny, I look back and the first video I ever did was 7 years ago this month, and I did the first version of a card room tour. And I look back on that and I just go, man, it's changed a lot. And it's been 7 years, but it's funny how there's some things that are the same. I've done it. This will be the 5th time that I've done this video, and I'm not going to go over a whole lot about what's changed. You know, if you want to know, go back and watch the other one. I'm just going to kind of show you what's in here now and talk about each piece a little bit, just so you can kind of see, and you'll know pretty quick what teams I like and what players I like and kind of the direction of my collection. So let's just get right to it. Let's take a look around the room. Hang on one second.
All right, so here we go into the room. Let's take a look at what we got in here. Up here on the top is a Buddy Bell 1973 Topps little cutout made out of wood. It's really slick. Got this at an estate sale thing not too long ago. Buddy Bell was one of my favorite players growing up, and so I love that piece. I've got an old 2003 game used a lineup card that was in the dugout, signed here by Buck Showalter, and it's got a lot of great players on it. Teixeira, Gonzalez, Rafael Palmeiro, all sorts of great players on it for the Rangers. We've got a little Rangers picture here and nice Washington Post famous picture, Norman Rockwell. So it's a little dark in this area, but overall the room is much brighter now because I added that light kit to my ceiling fan. There was no light before. It looked like this. So it was really dark in here most of the time. And I'll probably have it like this most of the time, but now it just gets a lot brighter in here. So as we come along here, up along the top of the door, I've got this 1998 Topps Series 1 advertisement piece with picturing Juan Gonzalez to the Rangers. I love that. An old little tin sign of a I think it's 55 Topps, baseball card wrapper. Then along the top here, you guys have seen these in my videos, I've got all of the Marvel comics from October 1973. And those are important because that's the year I was born. So you see Iron Man and Spider-Man, Captain America, Thor. Over here we've got a picture of some of the first Hall of Famers. This is a picture from when the Hall of Fame was open, so it's got some of the first couple of classes there. Down here there's a picture of another one of those cutout kind of wood things. It's 75 Topps Jim Sundberg rookie, signed by Sonny, one of my favorite players growing up. Great player. Over here on this little wall is piece that I got in the National in 2018. It was just a great buy at Baseball Card Exchange. Ted Williams lithograph, him leaning up against the Green Monster, signed by Teddy Ballgame. Great piece there. Got some bobbleheads down here, some different guys. You got Carew and Judy Johnson, Ted Williams, Beltre and Andrus, Palmeiro and Robin Yount. Got my 300 Great Baseball Cards of the 20th Century book by Mike Payne. Nice old TCU football signed by the football team a long time ago that my son and I got. Then we've got, let's see, where do we want to go next? That's just a Nolan Ryan little Hall of Fame giveaway thing that they did at the ballpark a long time ago. Then I've got this file cabinet here, and I switched this out. I used to have an older one. Got a new one. Just because it holds the comics better, and these are all comic books in each. I got the magnetic, I guess they're cover art, showing what kind of comics are in each drawer. So at the top is all Star Wars. Open it up a little bit and you can see inside. These are all Star Wars comic books from the newest iteration of that, which started in 2015 and just ended with issue number 75. Shut that drawer. And they fit perfect. I mean, they're just awesome in there. Then we got Amazing Spider-Man. So I'll open this up as much as. So there's all the Amazing Spider-Mans from, I guess, through about mid 1999. All the ones that I have, and they're just in numerical order. And then the next two drawers are literally just as full. If I can, well, I can open it up. You can see it goes all the way back. I just can't open the drawer all the way unless I move my chair. And then the bottom drawer is the most current stuff of Spider-Man. So those are all my comics there. Then of course we have the Beast right here. Everything's labeled properly now, which is great. I finally got around to labeling everything. And so if you've never seen the Beast, it just holds slabs, and it's pretty much full at this point. If I come down all the way to the last drawer, I've got about half a drawer left over there. But most of the bigger drawers are still available. But there you go. There's a nice look at the Beast from the front. On top is another custom walnut piece that my dad and I built. Just a glass tabletop kind of case, and in here are all of my Diamond Kings autographs right now. I switch this out from time to time. I'll just move different parts of my collection in here just to have them shown off so I can see them better. And there you see all the Diamond Kings that I have right now. Lots of great players there. Love it. Up on this wall here, some things have switched out. Right here is the first annual Cracker Jack Old Timers Baseball Classic, and I think 3 of the ambassadors for the game were Hank Aaron, Brooks Robinson, and Warren Spahn, and they signed it right down here. And then I've got this piece which I just love. It's called The Greatest All-Stars is what it's called. It's by an artist named Jamie Cooper, and this is one of the prints. This isn't a cheap piece, and picked it up, got it framed. Such a just wonderful picture of so many great baseball players. You got Mays and Griffey, Mantle, Ruth, Wagner, Cobb, even guys like Maddox and Ripken and Jeter's on there, Gehrig, Hank Aaron, Clemente, Jackie Robinson, Nolan Ryan. What I love is up here in the back is Pete Rose, and you got Pete Rose acting like a janitor back there. It's just looking on at some of the greats of the game. Just a really, really cool piece. Then over here is another recent addition. Just got added to the wall. This is the Nolan Ryan 26 seasons of the Ryan Express. All around it are baseball cards from his Topps days, 68 all the way through 93. So it's not completely complete because he did have a 94 Topps card. But overall, just a really cool vintage piece. Love it. And then we got the World Series pennant over there on the right from the first World Series the Rangers played in 2010 against the Giants, which of course we lost to the Giants 4-1. Right down here, I just got a few hats, and then I've got my Berg display case here, which is another, you can watch a whole video about how my dad and I refurbished this Berg display case currently. And for a while now, I've had just Hall of Famer autographs in here and all sorts of guys. And this, of course, will rotate. It's lit up with neon lights. It's just such a cool piece. So much custom work went into it to make it hold baseball cards the right way, the way we wanted them to. So I just love having that. Everything is walnut pretty much in here, so it just matches really well. All kind of goes together. Over on this wall, this is pretty much all new, only because I used to have a giant desk here that went really high up on the wall. So I've been able to clean up this whole wall and have it available. There's the Nolan Ryan and Robin Ventura piece. You've got Ted Williams there. This is an old I can't remember what year it is. All-Star Fan Fest piece signed by Williams. Upper Deck authenticated. Up there you got Aaron hitting his home run to break Ruth's record. You got a 16x20 signed by Mantle. Another 16x20 of Willie Mays making the catch. And I've got this piece here, this Nolan Ryan. I've shown that before. Just the sequence of him throwing in different uniforms for the teams he played for. Signed by Ryan down there on the bottom, and the artist. It's numbered to 150. Over there is a promo piece that I got at the World Series in 2010 as well. Just love that. And then up here I added a couple of bats. Just because I had this space and I didn't want to rearrange this entire wall. So I just added a couple of bats. They're just little commemorative bats. The top one there is one that I got at the Louisville Slugger manufacturing plant, and it's really great. Then we've got the big pieces here. We got the 3,000 hit club and the 500 home run club piece. Both of these were done by Rod and Lewis. The one at the bottom, the 500 home runs, has Williams and Robinson, Killebrew, Jackson, Mantle, Mays, Aaron, Schmidt, Banks, Matthews, and McCovey all signed. Also signed by Ron Lewis. This is another proof version, numbered to 1,000. So very, very cool. And at the top, the 3,000 hit is just awesome as well. Get where the glare is not so bad. What's cool about this piece also is not only are there signatures of all the guys that are pictured on it, as well as Ron Lewis's picture, but also some additional guys. Wade Boggs is on there, and he's not pictured. Let's see, Cal Ripken is on there. Paul Molitor's on there, and they're not pictured, but very, very cool. All members of the 3,000 Hit Club. And then around them are some Perez Steel pieces that are the great moments is what these are called. You can see them right here. And I just picked some random players that I just thought the signatures looked really good, and they were great players, and they look really good here. Just framing all these. You can see all the way up. Musial, Koufax on the other side. Oops. Knocked my mic off. On the other side, you got Bill Dickey. You got Juan Marichal, Pee Wee Reese, Pop Stargell, Charlie Gehringer. So that all looks very nice together. The two jerseys I have hanging up now are one of mine that I got at a Rangers event, and then Tony Beasley, who's a coach for the Rangers, third base coach. He's a good friend of one of our fellow YouTubers, and that's actually a game-worn jersey of his, and I got it signed by Tony. And so it's just kind of a neat piece. He's not like a famous guy or anything. There's a personal connection there, and I've gotten to talk to him on the phone, and so it's part of my room. Up here is this great piece of Ivan Rodriguez, signed by Pudge right in the middle. 1999 American League MVP, very cool framed. And then over here, the 300 win club piece, also by Ron Lewis. You can tell I'm a Ron Lewis fan. This one has a lot of the living 300 game winners at the time: Warren Spahn, Early Wind, Carlton, Sutton, Ryan, Seaver, Perry, and Necro. Love that piece as well. Along the top are all a bunch of different bobbleheads, all Hall of Famers, so including like Vin Scully down in the middle bottom. Well, I guess not all Hall of Famers. You got Pujols up there, you've got Barry Bonds, certainly guys I think will be in the Hall of Fame at some point. Love those. And then another group of those over here, including Josh Gibson, Nolan Ryan, Hank Aaron. Love that. In the middle is a great piece that John JMVP gave me a couple years ago. He sent that to me, a Nolan Ryan piece, another signed Nolan Ryan piece. So then I've got a nice chair in here to sit in. So when Julie's in here talking to me, she can just sit right there. And on the bottom, I got a nice Rangers rug. And then my new desk. So this is my new desk. And I'm really excited. I lost a lot of storage space getting this new desk, but it just matches the room so much better. And I love that it had a glass top that I could put baseball cards and tickets on underneath. It's also made out of walnut, so again, it fits in. My desk before was black. And so all along the desk, I just put different baseball cards. I just threw a bunch of stuff down. Not a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it. A lot of the cards are archives, like a lot of Topps archives, some 89 and 88 Fleer, some 83 Donruss Hall of Fame Heroes stuff. So just kind of looked at them and just threw them down. It's kind of made it really random. You see a lot of old Rangers tickets there, just stuff from Rangers events that I've been to. And other, like here's a ticket to Citi Field. Then we've got just all sorts of cool randomness here. Several Cal Ripkens in honor of Julie. But it's just really neat. I put cards down now and I'm like, golly, which one's the real card that I can grab? Got my computer where I'm just always watching YouTube or shooting videos. There's my camera for when I'm doing live. Got a picture of my kiddos right there from when we went to Baltimore, right in the center. Then a bunch of baseball card books, or not baseball card books. Some of them are baseball card books, but just baseball books in general. Most of them are signed. Like the Hank Aaron there, I had a hammer that's signed. The Pudge is signed. The Reggie is signed. The Ripken book is signed. So quite a few of them are signed. And the old baseball card encyclopedia, which is a book that I read a lot as a kid. I've got various sundry YouTube trinkets here, you know, stuff to hold cameras up and show cards and slabs, and you got to have the obligatory printer scanner in a good card room so you can scan your stuff. Those right there in the center are ticket books for all the tickets that I keep from different games and events that I've been to. So the last thing, well, let me show this. I got a little bookcase down here, or not bookcase, like a little, I don't know, set of drawers, I guess. And one thing that's cool about it is I can pull right in here is, do it with one hand or try to. In here is just a bunch of, that'll fit perfect, a nice shoebox. And so in here, these are all Hall of Famers. So there's a Larry Doby 59 Topps signed, a Larry Doby relic card. So these are all either autographs or relics of Hall of Famers. So this whole shoebox is full of those, and that only goes through, I think, the beginning of the M's, and then I have an entire other shoebox in the closet. So let's go to the closet and look in the closet. So when I open up my card closet here, there's a nice channel called the Card Closet. But right here is my card closet where I keep a whole lot of stuff. See the whole thing there. Over on the right is just a bunch of jerseys and stuff that I would wear for different events. Just storage, man. This is just all storage. I've got some signed baseballs right there. Just stacks of cards and stuff I need to put away, and a bunch of old sets in here. A couple of old drawers for the Beast. Prototype drawers that I have, a bunch of binders. Down here we've got all of my top sets going back to 1973, and they just go in order all the way. And then we start getting into factory sets, and then more of those, I guess, right over here finishes up these. And you got Fleer and Upper Deck and Donruss sets from back in the day. And then down in all these 5,000 count and 3,000 count boxes, it's just more cards. I've got like right here, like I'll label them usually in pencil so I can change it if I need to. Like that says 1 of 1s. That's because this entire box is all 1 of 1s in here. Printing plates and autographs and everything. And then just various sundry cards, the different stuff, bunch of heritage and old top stuff that I've had, and player collections, and all just baseball cards and more baseball cards, all here in the closet. So that's what's there. And then down there I've got hanging on the wall or on the doorknob all my old National, when I went to the National. You know, they give you the cool, I guess they're passes, I guess, or it's basically your ticket to get in. So I have that, and there you go. So that is the card room as I pan around here. Hopefully not too quickly. That's it. That's what it looks like. It's not really that big of a space, but I try to maximize it and get the most out of it to be able to showcase my collection and make it easy to find stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So there you go, guys. That's the card room tour version 5.0. Let me know what you think down below. We'll catch you guys soon, and keep collecting.